On the news tonight, Governor Obiano reiterates his government will continue to create an enabling environment for the youth to thrive. Anglican prelate calls for sustained increase in strong educational foundation at basic educational level. EFCC begins trial of NEMA acting director charged with misappropriating 54.3 million naira. French authorities begin investigation in Notre Dame fire suspect involuntary fire accident. Good evening and welcome to the evening news. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. And now the detail of the news. Governor Willie Obiano has charged core members serving in the state to contribute meaningfully to the social, economic, and technological advancement of Anambra State. Governor Obiano gave this charge during the closing ceremony of the 2019 Batch A orientation course held at NYSC Orientation Camp, Umunya, Oyi local government area. Correspondent Chibuzo Koye completes the story.
During the 3 weeks orientation course closed, Governor Obiano, represented by the Commissioner for Youth Empowerment and Creative Economy, Mr. Bonaventure Enamali, said that his administration has demonstrated unalloyed confidence in the ability of the youth by opening up all avenues for their participation in governance, and pointed out that ample opportunity shall be given to them to contribute and excel in the implementation of government programs, especially in the areas of providing manpower for quality education, primary health care services, agricultural development, environmental sanitation, as well as urban and rural beautification programs.
Ample opportunity shall be given to you to contribute and excel in the implementation of government programs, especially in the areas of providing manpower for qualitative education, primary health care services, agricultural development, environmental sanitation, and urban-rural beautification programs.
In his address, the Anambra State NYSC State Coordinator, Mr. Kehinde Aremu, urged the core members to see themselves as revolutionary torchbearers, good ambassadors of the leading youth organizations in Africa, and shining examples for other youths to emulate, and affirmed that the core members have displayed extraordinary resilience, responsibility, perseverance, and discipline throughout their stay on camp, and appealed for more operational vehicles from the state government to enable them monitor activities of the core members in their various places of their primary assignment.
Stimulated the course, I can proudly affirm that the experience garnered from this course has prepared this batch of core members for the great task of nation building. I wish to quickly report that these core members displayed extraordinary resilience, extraordinary sense of responsibility, extraordinary perseverance and discipline throughout their stay on this camp.
One of the core members, Mr. Agede Richards from Edo State, who studied philosophy at the Kogi State University, told the ABS that he will leave an indelible legacy in Anambra State during his one-year national service.
I believe that in this 1 year I'm going to be in Anambra State, I'm going to explore and impact the city. And if possible, I believe that my legacy will not be erased here.
Quick and slow march past, as well as 3 hearty cheers for Governor Willie Obiano, added glamour to the exercise. From NYSC Orientation Camp, Umunya, in Oyi local government area, it's been Chibuzo Koye for ABS News.
The 2019 Batch A Stream 1 core members have ended their 3 weeks orientation camping activities with the popular Camp Carnival. The event, which showcased the beauty of the various cultures through the attire, dances, and talents of core members drawn from different parts of the country, took place at Umunya Orientation Camp, Oyi Kanto area. Correspondent Chibuzo Bidika reports that the core members gave their best in celebrating their cultures and traditions. His report.
The National Youth Service Corps NYSC Orientation Camp appears to be the most memorable part of every corps member service year, as the 3 weeks spent in camp are full of activities that are put in place to make it a fun-filled time for the youths. Speaking during the carnival, the Commissioner for Youth Empowerment and Creative Economy, Mr. Bonaventure Enamali, attributed the happiness and cordial relationship that exists among the core members to the enabling environment by the youth-friendly Governor Willie Obiano administration, who believes that the capacity of the youth have a lot to give in the development of the nation. Mr. Enamali noted that the essence of the carnival, which is enshrined in the NYSC scheme, is to integrate and understand the diversity of the country, and expressed optimism that the core members who have witnessed new cultures will help to unite the country through preaching of unity in diversity among all ethnic groups, and also transcend it to the future generation to come.
We are here within these 21 days actually to understand ourselves more and to relate well with each other. Today we've seen different performances from different ethnic groups and find out that all the ethnic groups in this country have rich diversity of culture that worth emulating, that worth also practicing.
Earlier in his opening remarks, the state coordinator of NYSC, Mr. Kainde Aremu, pointed out that the Camp Carnival is their little way of enlightening, entertaining, and educating the core members, and appreciated the state government for continuously strengthening the state NYSC.
It is no longer news. The fastest fading language in the world is the Igbo language. It is in recognition of that and to arrest that quickly so that we can strengthen the speaking of Igbo language and the adoption of the Igbo culture. Strengthening the Igbo culture is to participate more actively in the carnival that we organize here.
For the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Creative Acts, Mr. Bob Manuel Udohu, while charging the core member to hold onto their dreams, frowned at the nonchalant attitude of youth to political issues.
We are sincere to ourselves as Nigerians and looking at you today as the future. What do you take away from the experience of your youth service? What I'm telling you is some of you as youngsters have failed to take cognizance of the political situation in Nigeria.
The traditional ruler of Umawulu community, Igwe Joel Egwonwu, while breaking the kola nut, prayed for a fruitful service year upon the core members and said that the carnival is a commendable initiative of the scheme that will make them aware of their individual cultural beliefs and appreciate each other's lifestyle as a people. The core members in their different platoons filed out to display different attire and cultural way of life, starting from Platoon 11, which consists of the NYSC management team, among other platoons, who showcased the Igbo identity, the Benin Empire, Efik, Urobo of the Niger Delta, Idoma of Benue State, Hausa, Igala culture, as well as Ijo cultural heritage. The event also witnessed sack race, catching the train contest, and martial arts. From Umunya, Chibuzo Bidike, ABS News.
The Anambra State government will, by end of June this year, develop Anambra State agro-farm market in major cities across the country, starting first with the state. The Commissioner for Agriculture, Mechanization, Processing and Export, Mr. Afabumbanefo, announced this during the stakeholders workshop on knowledge sharing organized by the State Coordination Office of Federal Government, IFAD VCDP, for their farmers in Oka. Let's join our agri correspondent, Ebeleze, for details. We apologize for the poor audio. Moving ahead, providing a strong educational foundation at the basic and post-primary school levels have been described as a major guarantee for a sustained development of the country, while delivering a message titled The Christian Foundation during his pastoral visit to our Redeemer Chapel of St. Catherine's Comprehensive Secondary School, Nanka, Oruma North Local Government Area. The Anglican Bishop of Agata Diocese, Right Reverend Samuel Ezofo, said this is paramount to ensure that future generations are properly equipped to find solutions to their societal needs. David of Okwesili has the report.
The episcopal visit of the bishop to the school also witnessed the confirmation of 43 students of the school and the admission of 15 others into the Girls' Guild of the diocese. Right Reverend Ezofo, while alluding to the importance of strong Christian foundation as similar to education, said both are of great importance to a child's well-being. He further urged the students to make Christ the center of their living.
At that time, you were separate from Christ, excluded from citizenship in Israel, and foreigners to the covenants of the promise, without hope and without God in the world.
The chaplain of the school, Reverend Benjamin Obumo, underscored the need for the students to be provided with the right foundation in both their education and in their spiritual life at the impressionable age of their lives, while expressing hope that the visit of the bishop will help to boost the morale of the students.
Very, very important. In fact, it's a good starting point to build them into Christ, that they will follow the rudiments and all it takes to make heaven. Is a starting point to receive the Holy Spirit, and as girls to mold them into a mother.
Also, the principal of the school, Mr. Gabriel Emenare, said they are putting in their best to ensure the students are provided with a standard education at a young age of their lives. One of the students who was confirmed, a JSS1 student of the school, Master Chugoze Wisdom, and the senior prefect of the school, Miss Esther Solom Kenechukwu, who was also admitted into Girls' Guild, thanked God for the experience and promised to live up to the demands of their calling.
I feel so happy. I feel like I am in a new life. Our prayer is to serve God till death.
I'm very happy. In fact, today is the greatest day to me, for me to be among the people that participate and also the one of the Girls' Guild candidates. It's a great day and it's a great thing.
From Nanka, Orumba North Council area, this is David Okwase reporting for ABS News.
An Anambra State Magistrate Court sitting at Ogidi in the Dembele Council area, presided over by Magistrate O.M. Kanu, has adjourned till the 16th day of May 2019, a case of conspiracy, felony, assault and stealing among others, brought before it against some immediate past leaders of the People's Club of Nigeria Onitsha branch. The State Commissioner of Police had approached the court against Chief Lawrence Orinze, Chief Ruben Okpala, Dr. Michael Ikegulu, Chief Ikechukwu Iwoha and Mr. Ferdinand Onoha, all former executive members of the Onitsha branch of the People's Club of Nigeria. Correspondent Ejike Abana has details.
The defendants were alleged to have committed the crime in question, where one Chief John Onwazo, the chairman of People's Club of Nigeria, Onitsha branch, was allegedly beaten and his phones, valued at 100,000 naira, carted away. In the course of taking action against them in a law court, a bench warrant was issued by the magistrate when the defendants failed to appear before him, consequent upon which the two of the defendants later appeared before him. When the case came up for hearing, two of the defendants were docked, while counsel to the defendants pleaded that one of them has a partial stroke, which incapacitated him from attending court session. Two other defendants are still at large as at the time of filing this report. Magistrate Kano asked their lawyer to caution them against eluding justice, as the law will always prevail at the end. Speaking to the ABS, counsel to the complainant, Chief Jidofo Okongu, said that as a law-abiding citizen, his clients followed the process of law to ensure that justice is served. Chief Okongu, who is the chairman of Nigeria Bar Association and Onitsha branch, expressed satisfaction at the way the matter is being handled so far, giving assurances that they respect the court and will be patient for it to do the right thing.
Has advised the counsel representing the defendants to advise them properly to appear before the court. That the court is not is there to do justice to everybody. That they cannot run forever. So why are they running away? Let them appear in court like a good citizen. Appear in court and answer to their charges. They have their lawyer to defend them. So it's only those who are guilty are running away. If you know you didn't do anything, come and defend yourself.
He was suspended from his branch since 2017 with his cohorts. So since that time, he just run to that national headquarters there at Owerri Road. He called all those scouts, all those that have been south. They are there causing problem.
Because we visited the club headquarters and discovered that some miscreants, expired members, broke the keys of one of the halls, and they were having an illegal meeting there. Then the chairman of the management committee, whose duty it is by constitutionally to look after the headquarters, all the structures there, saw some expelled members there and started to take picture of them so that we use it and explain that they were there. Then suddenly one expelled member from Aba branch, who is more or less a thug, pounced on him, and aided by one other thug, pounced on him and grabbed the phone from him and stole the phone, the two phones that he had, with the pretext that he was trying to snap them.
The lawyer making appearances for the defendants declined speaking to the press on the matter. From the Magistrate Court, Ogede Ejike Abana, ABS News.
Still to come tonight, EFCC begins trial of NEMA acting director charged with misappropriating 54.3 million naira. French authorities begin investigation into Notre Dame fire, suspect involuntary fire accident. The news returns after this timeout. Please join us again.
History shows Diamond shared the dream to build more than just a bank, bringing the online revolution to Nigeria and becoming part of the networked society, helping to lift the country and continent out of recession to enrich its people too. Now, with our two banks fused together, we can help more move up the social ladder and help future generations make more of their lives, whoever and wherever they are. A new bond to help unleash the potential in every African who banks with us.
It's still the evening news. An FCT High Court in Maitama today fixed June 27 for commencement of trial of an acting director special duties in the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, Emenike Umesi, charged with misappropriating 54.3 million naira. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, charged Umesi with 4 counts of misappropriation of public funds. Justice Judo Keke granted an adjournment after the new EFCC counsel, Mrs. M.N. Tetsua, told the court that Ms. Deborah Ademu Efe, who was handling the case, has been transferred to Kaduna. Justice Okeke said that he allowed the adjournment because the prosecution prayed for it for the first time. Tetsua prayed for an adjournment to enable her produce documents which will be tendered as exhibit. Objecting to the EFCC counsel application, Mr. Jaff Njinkonye, defendant's counsel, said that the excuse given was frivolous. According to Section 396, Subsection 6 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2019, he therefore asked for a cost. And now business news. The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria has issued a notice to private and state-owned airports in Nigeria to settle their debts or be shut down on May 1. General Manager Corporate Affairs, FAAN, Mrs. Henrietta Yakubu, confirmed the development today in Lagos. The indebted airports include the Murtala Muhammed Airport 2 Lagos, operated by Kutni Aviation Services Limited, as well as Gombe, KB, and Baby in Cross River State airports. FAN said it had earlier sent a notice of intention to sanction to the operators of the affected airports to settle their debts on or before April 24. The agency said it had, however, added another 7 days grace till April 30 for all outstanding debts to be settled. The agency noted that it could no longer keep its personnel at the airports working without payment. FAN had claimed that the MMAs was indebted to it to the tune of 3.9 billion naira since it began operation on September 8, 2007. Authorities are looking into the cause of a massive blaze that destroyed much of the timber roof and toppled the sphere at the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. Damage to the interior of the building is being assessed. It took about 400 firefighters many hours working through the night to bring the fire under control. Firing jets of water at the 855-year-old structure at Salem crowd worked quietly from behind police cordons. French media reported that the fire might have been linked to renovation work. The Paris prosecutor's office said that it was investigating accounts of involuntary distraction by fire. The cathedral was in the middle of a $6.8 million renovation, with some section on the scaffolding, while bronze statues were removed last week for works. A church spokesman said the entire wooden interior of the 12th century landmark was burning and likely to be destroyed. Governor William Biano, in company of his members of cabinet and other government officials, converged on St. Augustine Catholic Church, Umuoba, to join one of their own, Barrister Chuks Okeke, to pay his last respect to his wife, late Mrs. Ngozi Chibugu Chuks Okeke. Late Mrs. Ngozi Chuks Okeke, aged 55, was known for her humanitarian services, her philanthropies, a virtuous Christian woman, socialist, among others. Maka Chibuzokoye has details.
She left her husband, children, relations, in-laws, among who are the senior special assistant to the governor on protocol, Mrs. Ngozi Osi Abata. In her homily during the burial mass, a priest from St. Raphael the Archangel Catholic Church, Anthony Village, Lagos, Reverend Father Akachukwu Ilozue, stated that death, which according to him transformed one to meet his maker, keeps knocking and no one knows the time. Therefore, all should seek God now in order not to be found wanting on the last day. Reverend Father Ilozue maintained that the deceased was a kind, generous, a humanitarian, and did the work of God as if she was a priest, calling on the family not to mourn but to thank God for her life.
The souls of the just, the souls of the righteous are in the hands of God.
While consoling the Okeke Ogbagu family for the great loss, Governor Obiano, represented by the Commissioner for Works, Engineer Marcel Ifejofo, said there is nothing painful like death of a loved one. Governor Obiano further described late Mrs. Ngozi Chuks Okeke as a devoted Christian whose love for God is unequaled.
For this loss, it's a very serious loss. To lose a young, vibrant woman, a mother and a wife at this age is very painful. So it's condoling both the husband, Chuks Okeke, and the children.
Some friends of the family, Mr. Marcel Manafa and Engineer Emeko Okoye, who went down the memory lane on their encounter with the deceased while alive, prayed God for the repose of her soul. While thanking God for a successful burial, Mr. Odi Okeke, on behalf of the family, said they have lost a very dear one, lamenting that it will be hard to fill the vacuum created.
I was shocked that not only did he come, he came with his assistant. I'm sure they will come, but they will not come today. Father, we can't thank you enough for all you have done for this.
The traditional Akwanwada by Ndi Nkwele Zunaka, interment and other condolences added color to the burial. From Umuoba, Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
And that's just about it on the news. But before we go, a quick reminder that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/ABS Radio TV Online. Follow us on Twitter at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points of the news again. Governor Obiano has reiterated his government will continue to create an enabling environment for the youth to thrive. Anglican prelate has called for sustained increase in strong educational foundations at basic education level. EFCC has begun trial of NEMA acting director charged with misappropriating 54.3 million naira. And on the foreign scene, we reported that French authorities have begun investigation into Notre Dame fire suspect involuntary fire accident. Thank you so much for joining us on the news. My name is Chidima Aranwa. Good night.